All right, are we ready? Okay, so this trailer is called If We Had Win. Why do I feel like, okay, if there's singing in this, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my mind.
Thank you for tuning in to this interview. As Miss Robin mentioned, her introduction to music came from her mother. During that disaster...
What? Ain't no way.
Don't be afraid. Look here.
It's a bird. Look, a bird. I want to hear more of Miss Robin's story. Do you know her, Miss?
Let me tell you all a secret. This bird knows Robin. It knows all about her. During that disaster, Robin couldn't hear anything except for the loud ringing in her ears. But she knew that her mother was singing to her.
Robin lore?
She could see her mother's lips moving.
Look
she
at
could
them!
feel her mother's breath. You'll be safe and sound. She could hear that silent wish.
One day, you'll step onto an even bigger stage.
Wait, baby
Even
Sunday!
more people will hear you sing, and they'll
He's
sing
so
with
cute!
you.
No, I'll sing with both of us, brother.
Right, both of us.
She wanted to spread that wish through song.
Stop, I'm obsessed with the both of them so much.
Even more wishes. But behind the beautiful sounds, there were noises of disharmony. Sounds of every form encircled her.
Can they
The
be
gazes
skins?
of many followed her.
Oh, Robin.
She thought about fleeing, but something always stopped her. Because the singer could never turn her back on her audience. Or herself. The self that others protected, that wanted to protect others, that others forgave, that wanted to forgive others, that wanted to make her
Disturb all thing,
that
please!
wanted to make others' wishes come true. For every self, for every wish, she couldn't give up.
Miss, I also want to sing on stage and sing for Miss Robin. Can my wish come true?
Of course it can. Let's start now. The songs you sing, she will absolutely love them.
Thank you, Miss Robin. I want to be a doctor. I want to keep singing when I grow up. The fighting's almost over.
Brother, our wish is slowly coming true.
This is the end of our interview. It is reported that Miss Robin has now left for Penacony. Dear friends, we hope to see you again on the planet of festivities.
Stop. She's like so, like, I need her and Natasha to meet. Like, I feel like the two of them together is an interaction that I need in my life. The fact that her Myriad Celestia trailer had me this close to fucking crying, like, it's over for me. It's over.
During that disaster, Robin couldn't hear anything.
Like, I need to know about this. Like, I need to know, like, what disaster is she talking about?
Except for the loud ringing in her ears. But she knew that her mother was singing to her.
This song is killing me.
She could see her mother's lips moving.
Listen, I'm sorry. I know people are mad at Sunday right now, but look at them. He's so scared.
She could feel her mother's breath. You'll be safe and sound. She could hear that silent wish.
I can't. I'm crying. I can't. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that like their mother died. And it's like Sunday almost had to Sunday was like forced to like go into like this like father figure mode for Robin and this like protective older brother to like make sure nothing bad happened to her. And like that's a lot of pressure for a child. So there is obviously something that happened like once he like got into the family. If I had to guess, he probably wanted to get to a position of power to make sure that like him and his sister would never be in a position like they were like when they were kids. This shot of her, like, you know what I just realized? She has the ability to like keep the hope alive in people's hearts. Because if you notice at the beginning of that trailer, like they're excited because they're listening to Robin's song, and then like the fighting start, like the whatever's going on above ground with like the war starts shaking, and like the like power goes out, and like the kids are scared. And then by the end of it, they're like happy again, and they've kind of like they've like refound their hope in what they want in their future. And like that's her. That's literally what she's capable of doing. That is the most beautiful thing that I think like anyone can provide to people, is like just helping them like find their hope again, because hope's a very powerful thing. And I'm really like interested to see how like her and like what she's capable of, how that gets incorporated into the 2.2 story, because I know it's going to. Because I want to see, I think the thing that I want to see the most when it comes to Robin is I want to see her and her brother interact again together. Like I wouldn't be surprised if like she's the one that kind of helps pull Sunday out of like his despair or like his anger or whatever he has right now, you know, because I feel like for him it's been building up over the years, especially while she's been like away like performing and stuff like that. Like he hasn't, like, she was his anchor, right? She was his anchor to kind of not slip into the darkness. And so with her being gone for so long, I think he's like slowly kind of descended into that as he's continued to stay on penacony. And I think that yeah, he just needs family again. You know what I mean? Because like they don't have their mother, and she's all he has. And it's like, that's really sad to think about. You know what I mean? I think Sunday is a lot more vulnerable than we think. We just haven't really fully seen it yet. Well, unless you want to count like him getting like stabbed by Gallagher, but like that's not the type of vulnerability that I'm talking about. You know,